British Columbia is one of the most beautiful provinces in Canada, and as an internationally educated nurse, the British Columbia College of Nurses and Midwives has made it easy and straightforward for you to get your nursing license to practice in British Columbia. You do not have to apply to the NNAS. That's awesome. So in this presentation, I'll be sharing with you the 5 steps to nursing licensure in British Columbia as an internationally educated nurse. I want you to sit back, watch this video, let me know in the comment section if you have any questions whatsoever, and let's dive in. This presentation will cover all you need to know as an internationally educated nurse to get your nursing license from the province of British Columbia. So that's the British Columbia College of Nurses and Midwives, BCCNM. And this presentation will be done by me, Kike, the Nurse Resource. And I have my email here for you, info@thenurseresource.com. If you need help at any point during your nursing licensure application, let me know and I'll be glad to help you. Before we dive in, I would like to let you know that I am not an immigration agent and I am not affiliated with any provincial nursing regulatory body in Canada. And all this information I'm about to share with you can actually be found online. So how can I help you as an internationally educated nurse? I can help you with your nursing licensure application. If you need guidance along the way, I can help you with that. If you don't have stable internet or if you don't have a computer, I can actually log on to Zoom. I can share my screen with you and we'll walk through the application steps together. If you are still outside of Canada and you don't know what pathway you want to use to get to Canada, maybe PR, maybe it's through a work permit, visitor, or as a student, I can connect you with a trusted immigration lawyer. He's very experienced and he can help you with this process of immigrating to Canada. Also, I can help you optimize your resume so that you can land visa sponsorship jobs in Canada. So if you have been applying for visa sponsorship jobs with no luck, I can actually help you optimize your resume and your cover letter so you can get a step closer to your dream of working with an employer in Canada. And also, if you're internationally educated nurse and you would like to practice as a registered nurse in Canada or even as a licensed practical nurse, I can help you with your NCLEX preparation. So you can reach out to me, info@thenurseresource.com, and we'll work out a schedule together to work on this as well. The first step to applying to the British Columbia Nursing Regulatory Body is to apply to Encas. So what is Encas? Encas stands for the Nursing Community Assessment Service, and this organization will confirm your identity and evaluate your English language proficiency and educational credentials from your home country. Also, this organization will assess your nursing skills and knowledge through a competency assessment if required. It is important to note that if you're an applicant who was educated in Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, or the United States, you may not have to complete a competency assessment. So you want to head over to www.ncasbc.ca to begin your application. So once you get to encasbc.ca, you will arrive at the home page right here. And as an internationally educated nurse seeking licensure in British Columbia, you want to select this option. I am seeking a license in British Columbia, and that will lead you to start your application for your licensure. The next step is to apply to BCCNM. So that's the British Columbia College of Nurses and Midwives. Head over to www.bccnm.ca to create your account and then apply for a practicing registration as an internationally educated nurse. Once you get to their website, www.bccnm.ca, you want to select the section that applies to you as an internationally educated nurse. And it's important for you to read all this information before you apply. You want to know about the cost, how much it's going to cost you to apply for their licensure, and if you're educated in the United States, in United Kingdom, New Zealand, or Australia, you also want to read that information because, like I said earlier, you will not have to complete a competency assessment. So you want to make sure you read all the steps before you actually put in your application for their licensure. After the BCCNM reviews your application, you will need to ask your current or previous employers to fill out a form to confirm your position, area of practice, your hours worked, and the dates you were employed with that organization. BCCNM registration services will tell you which of the employer or employers you should request this information from, and they will give you a form to actually send directly to your employer. BCCNM will also need you to contact the nursing regulatory body or colleges in all the places you have been registered as a nurse. So they will need you to provide the date you were registered in the jurisdiction, your initial program completion date, any exams you were required to write to be granted registration, information about any investigations into your professional conduct, your current standing with the regulator. So it is important as a nurse to have a good standing and to be of good character because for you to practice in Canada, this is a requirement. BCCNM will send you the form for you to send directly to your nursing regulatory body, and also they can receive or accept the standard form or certificate used by the regulator for verification. It is important to note that these forms must be sent directly to BCCNM from the employer or regulator and must be completed in English. If they are not completed in English language, you will need to hire a translator to translate those documents to English at an additional cost to you, the applicant. Also, you can work toward completing the requirements for your Encas and BCCNM applications at the same time. Applicants who are educated in Australia, New Zealand, the United Kingdom, or the United States do not need to complete a competency assessment because there are similarities in the nursing education and nursing practice in these countries. So, but you still need to apply to Encas first. Head over to BCCNM website to learn more about this if you are educated in any of these countries. Before we move on, did you know that as an internationally educated nurse seeking licensure in British Columbia, you could actually qualify for financial support towards your competency assessment and everything that has to do with your nursing licensure in British Columbia? Head over to nursingjobsbc.ca to find out more. If you would like me to do a video or a tutorial on how to access these funds, let me know in the comment section below. The third step will cover the final requirements after the BCCNM has received all your documents, your verification of employment from your employer, and the verification of licensure from your nursing regulatory body. The BCCNM will review your application once they have received all the outstanding documents required and your Encas applicant package. All applicants are required to successfully complete the regulatory exam. So that's the NCLEX for registered nurses or REX-PN for licensed practical nurses. The need for other requirements such as additional education or coursework will be based on your individual circumstances. If you're getting any value from this video, I would like you to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel for more informational videos like this, share with your friends and your family, and help my channel grow. Step 4 is where you want to get your temporary licensure in British Columbia. And also, you will get your authorization to test for the NCLEX exam. If the BCCNM has identified any gaps in your nursing education from your home country, you'll be required to take some additional education or coursework for you to get your nursing license. Once that is completed, you will send the transcript directly from the school to IENapplications@bccnm.ca. After you have done this, you'll be eligible for provisional registration or temporary licensure to practice in British Columbia. Then you will get your authorization to test for the NCLEX exam or REX PN for LPNs. If you choose to hold a temporary license with the British Columbia College of Nurses and Midwives, they are going to send you another email on how to pay for your registration through your BCCNM account. You will appear in the online directory once your payment is confirmed. So it is important for you to note that you cannot work as a nurse until you appear on that online directory. And also, note that without your NCLEX exam or your REX PN, you cannot work fully as a nurse. So while you are working as a nurse temporarily, it is important that you prepare for your NCLEX exam and actually pass your NCLEX exam so that you can get your full license to work as a nurse. Step 5 is the most exciting part of this process. This is where you get your nursing license in British Columbia. Once you have successfully completed your NCLEX exam or your REX PN exam, then you can get your nursing license to practice in British Columbia. And if you previously held a temporary license, this will be automatically updated on the online directory. This is so exciting for me. I love to share information like this. So let me know if you found any value from this video. Hit like, share with your friends and family. If you have any questions whatsoever, comment below or send me an email, info@thenurseresource.com. All this information can also be found online, but if you feel stuck, just let me know. And always remember, I am Kike, registered nurse and your nurse resource here in Canada.